A dash cam is the easiest way to protect yourself in the event of an accident. These little devices allow you to prove to a courtroom or an insurance company that you're telling the truth. That's priceless. However, many budget models are lacking the video quality needed to capture critical details, such as number plates. But what if I told you there's finally a dual-channel dash cam that captures true 4K footage from both the front and rear at the same time? The Redtiger F77 comes equipped with 4K front and rear cameras, a large touch-sensitive display, Sony Starvis 2 sensors, and fast Wi-Fi that lets you quickly save recordings via its companion app. It also includes GPS tracking, voice control, and 128 gigabytes of internal storage, expandable up to 256 gigabytes. There's a lot to like here, so let's take it for a spin and see if it lives up to the hype, and if it's actually worth buying. The packaging is well designed, with everything inside neatly organized. You'll find a user manual and quick start guide to help you set up and use the cameras right away. The cameras are tucked securely into custom foam cutouts, so they stay perfectly safe and don't bounce around during shipping. Inside the first accessory box, you'll find the power cable, a standard USB-C to 12-volt cigarette lighter cable with a built-in USB-A port, ideal for charging other devices. It also includes an extra USB-A to USB-C cable along with an Allen wrench. The second accessory box contains an 18-foot cable to connect the rear camera to the front unit. It also includes extra adhesive pad mounts for both the front and rear cameras, a trim removal tool to help tuck cables neatly during installation, and a bag of cable clips that can come in handy for keeping everything organized. The accessories are a nice bonus, but the real highlight is the camera itself. The main unit's bold, blocky design, marked by sharp lines and blunt edges, gives it a modern industrial look that feels solid and well built. Those numerous vents make it clear that keeping cool was a design priority. Peel off the protective stickers and you're greeted by a huge 4-inch rear touchscreen, which is far more useful than those on smaller dash cams, especially for navigating the intuitive menu system and reviewing recordings. The rear camera is much smaller but still quite large compared to non-4K rivals, and mirrors the same industrial design as the main unit. I was impressed by how quick the F77 was to set up, and how the large touchscreen makes it easy to navigate through the intuitive menu system. Adjusting settings like turning the microphone off and telling the display to go blank after 10 seconds instead of being constantly on while driving is the work of a moment. Users can also switch the view between the front and rear cameras directly via the touchscreen. There's also a split screen mode, meaning you can view both cameras simultaneously. Although it can be used without the company's smartphone app, I installed that onto my iPhone and connected it to the F77. From there, I was able to adjust settings, view recordings, and transfer video either to a micro SD card or directly to my phone instead of using the dashcam's own touchscreen. The 5.8 GHz Wi-Fi is blazing fast for transferring files to the Redtiger app on your phone. Okay, let's get to the part everyone cares about most. How good is the actual video quality on the Redtiger F77? This thing is a proper dual 4K setup. Both the front and rear cameras shoot real 4K. That's 3840 by 2160 at 30 frames per second. No fake upscaling here. Here's some daytime footage from both the front and rear cameras. The F77 uses its dual IMX678 sensors to incredible effect. It produces some of the sharpest footage I've ever seen from any dashcam system, while also benefiting from both cameras shooting through wide 170-degree lenses. Nighttime video quality is equally impressive. Both cameras use Sony Starvis 2 sensors, which excel in low-light conditions. Oncoming headlights and reflective road signs are handled very well, with glare significantly reduced, so license plates on the car and front stay visible even in dark situations. The F77's video stayed smooth throughout my testing, even over some fairly sizable speed bumps and potholes. It has good natural colors and a wide contrast range that allows video to capture details very well. At low speed, I was able to read number plates from oncoming traffic from both cameras, even from vehicles passing away from me in the rear view. Increase the speed, though, and like most cameras, this becomes a little more difficult. The GPS logger also captures important information such as location, speed, and time, and stores it with this, which is gold for insurance claims. I like how Redtiger has kept things relatively simple with the F77, and instead of loading the dash cam with gimmicky driver assistance systems, it focuses on delivering excellent video quality. There's a driver fatigue function, but that merely suggests you take a break after a predefined length of time rather than actively monitoring your driving and alertness. Installing the Redtiger F77 is easy, and you'll have no problem doing it yourself. Both cameras attached to your windshield with an adhesive pad, and there's enough vertical adjustment to suit most vehicles. There's no horizontal movement, though, so you'll want to install them as close to the center of each windshield as possible. The F77 has two connection options, a simple solution powered by the cigarette lighter, or a hardwired solution if you want something more permanent. I avoided the latter because I wasn't sure I'd like a dash cam in my car, but now I'm a convert. I'll be hardwiring this soon using Redtiger's hardwire kit. The benefit of doing so is the parking mode, which works like Tesla's Sentry mode and helps monitor your car when you're not in it. This mode kicks in as soon as the ignition's turned off and enables time-lapse or impact detection recording when parked. It's the ideal way to ensure you always keep tabs on your vehicle. Just make sure your battery's healthy to avoid drains. If you're not handy, a quick trip to an auto shop could handle it. Less straightforward is transferring footage off the F77. Redtiger's equipped the camera with 128 gigabytes of internal storage, and while there's a micro SD card slot on the side, it's used only to copy footage, not to record directly. As a result, you can't simply remove a card and plug it into your computer. Instead, you'll need to either manually copy files to a micro SD card or connect your phone over 5.8 gigahertz Wi-Fi and download recordings that way. Redtiger says the 128 gigabytes of storage can hold around 5 hours of 4K video before older clips are overwritten. As with most dash cams, footage captured during a collision or saved manually using the red record button is stored in a protected folder and won't be overwritten. All right, let's cut to the chase. Should you buy it? That's the main question, right? I looked at a lot of camera options, and for the money, this camera has a lot to offer compared to many others in this price range. For me, it gives added peace of mind, which I can't really put a price on. There's just too much going on in the world today not to take every precaution you can to protect yourself and those you care about. When you look at the quality, the ease of use, especially with the voice command options, the amazing clarity of the cameras and the features the F77 offers, it's a heck of a bargain. Don't forget to check the link in the description and use the code for a special discount to grab your Redtiger F77 today.